Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I'm kind of in my pursuit still of a replacement or something similar to this. And I found a Mayhew one. I'll get into that. I have a couple of other things. I did take my Pittsburgh trim tool back to Harbor Freight. I was in town and thought I'll swing by. They didn't care. They just broke open a set. It turns out the set that I looked at, that I got it out of, had 6 to 8, I can't remember, it seemed like 8 different trim tools, or maybe it was 7, 3 long ones and 4 shorter ones or something. I should have noted it, but it was like $14 on sale. So this was 1/6 or 1/7 of $14, so maybe $2, I don't know. But anyway, the guy he looked at it and recognized it right away and wasn't surprised it broke. He said it was one of the old ones. So this one actually does have a completely different look. Some people wondered if I just put it in a vise and snapped it off. No, I put it up, I was trying to hold it. I thought of doing it with pliers. I just wanted to see if there was any flex. But even if you watch that video where I showed it, you can actually see the piece still on it. It just popped right off. So obviously I didn't have that much force on it, or it wouldn't still be attached. Anyway, that was no problem. But I can't go to Harbor Freight. I need to stay away from that place because running a YouTube tool channel, it's pretty dangerous. It's bottomless. And I don't want to go down that route. But anyway, so here it is, the Mayhew ProGrip. And what this does is provide a similar sized, similar diameter, tri-lobed, multi-component handle, similar to this. This is actually more just solid, kind of that rubbery. I really like that. Very similar profile, however, there are differences. If you look at this, the snap-on is much thicker, and once I saw that, I actually started to try to bend this a little bit, and I actually can. So I wish this was a little thicker. It also has, I mean, if you look at this, it's like you see the imperfections. This is bowed out on the edge. It is a decent finish, you know, compared to this one here, my bowed snap-on. But it has like these forging marks. This is what I was expecting, because that's what this is. Very nice, very thick, well finished. Just love that thing. This is actually crud on there, probably. It reminds me of an old, you know, Swedish axe almost, like this little Grand Force Bruks mini hatchet, you know, where you just have these forge marks and you just leave them. It's like they're kind of cool. But anyway, overall, shafts, little smaller, little thinner, similar profile, but you can see it's a little bit more spatula. I don't know if I have a word for it. And if you look at that angle, it's pretty sharp there. So this one, you retain a little bit more strength out here. But one of my complaints here was this isn't very long. This is longer. This is even longer, but it's also very thin. So while I was looking for a replacement or an addition to this snap-on, I think this is actually slightly different. It's almost into kind of the scraper realm. You know, maybe even a flexible scraper, although the flex, when you push on it, if you notice that, where it's flexing, the blade seems to hold together. The flex is actually down here somewhere. Overall, I think it's a decent handle. I don't know why those are lined up. You're not twisting the thing. They could be the other direction. And of course, USA, for what that's worth. Sold on Amazon for about $25 when I bought it. There's the number. It is the 13150. However, I just looked and it was almost $28, and I don't know why. But it does look like, so far, the best comparable tool to the snap-on. However, if it's $28, it's only $10 less than the snap-on. So if I can get this thing straightened out, look at the shaft difference. Look at the blade thickness difference. Let me line that up in its thinnest profile right there. Not quite twice. So this is definitely much more of a tool in my opinion. So if Mayhew's going to ask that much, I mean, yes, I like supporting USA, but maybe a touch better finish work, you know, show like you care. But it does have a decent edge as far as compared to the Snap-on. It still could use a little bit of refinement, but at least it's straight. But for some reason, this one still is elusive. I don't know why that is. This is what I want. This is so far the closest I've found. If you've got others, I appreciate your suggestions. But anyway, there it is, the ProGrip by Mayhew in an 8-inch form factor with a 1-inch blade that's nice and thin. And with that, Doc out.